I got a doozy for you today. The sound. This one's a little bit tricky. I find it challenging to help the children understand when to use this sound in spelling more than anything else. So let's talk about it. R controlled vowels are when you have a vowel next to an R, and instead of making its short sound, and it's not making a long sound, it's being controlled by the R. So we're working on the sound. So three ways to make the sound is ER, IR, and UR. They all say which makes this tricky and challenging for children. So first things first, make sure that they know that the consonant R, this letter here, doesn't say it says R. And that these three say You see the difference in my mouth when I make those? R and then So I don't want them confusing this when they go to spell or try to read words and they're trying to make this say instead of It's not short, it's being controlled by the R. Most of the time when the sound is at the end of a word, it's made by ER. Most of the time. Now I know that mayor is spelled with an OR. I'm assuming that has something to do with root words. But most of the time it's made by the ER. When you have the IR sound, you tend to find them in nature words like bird or dirt. You have the dirt. And then when you use the UR, you tend to find those in words that have to do with like being hurt, like nurse or burn. The burn. So reading the words tends to be a little bit simpler for the children when they have to encode, which means spell. When they have to spell a word, it tends to be a little bit more challenging. So when we practice these types of words, we have them use what we call spelling options. So we say the word, we're going to spell the word birth. We would say birth. It's three sounds. So we have the one of these is going to make the sound, and then we have the digraph th, birth. And then we try plugging them in. So we have birth. Let me try this one. Birth. And we ask ourselves, which one looks best? And if they're not sure, I usually give them a hint. The UR looks a little funny, so we're not going to use that one. So then we try them again. Birth or birth. And hopefully they pick birth. And if not, we go over the right option for it. So when your children are learning this sound, when they're reading it, we need to remember one, that they're pronouncing it not r, and that they know that the vowel and the R are working together to make that one sound. When they're trying to spell it, we try spelling it with all three sounds in that place and asking ourselves which one looks best. So that's not all. As if that's not enough, you can also have the sound when you get a W and an OR. So, like in the word, you have word. Instead of this saying or now it's making the sound because the W is in it. So technically there are four ways to make the sound. ER, IR, UR, and WOR. I hope you found that helpful. If there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know.